Hey everybody, today we will do another video, and today we will do a video on C++ programming. It's going to be a very quick and at least try to make it quick, right? And basic one. So as you guys know, that when we do engineering, we try to follow some type of logic, right? Well, it's depending on what type of engineering it is. If you go to the area of electronics and or computer programming, you will see something like this. So the main idea here is called logic gate that can be implemented on hardware or software, right? So we, based on that, I want to just, the main purpose of doing this video also is to try and to define some logic, right? Human beings, we define sometimes, like every once in a while, we try to use common sense, right? That God give us some knowledge to understand things, right? God gives the one that gives us the knowledge to be able to understand things, right? But while the society changes, or apparently the society changes, God does not change. God does not change at all, right? So we know, well, I know that part, right? If you don't agree with me, it's fine. Here in this channel, I already say it, it's Conservative Engineering Academy. Every once in a while, the word God and Jesus will pop up, right? And I'm sorry if you don't like it. Nothing I can do about it. That is my faith, right? And I will put my faith here. Like I say all the time. First, number one is God. Second, family. And third, everything else. Jobs and whatever. Housings and businesses and whatever. God, family, and everything else. That order. That being said, let's get started, right? So, in this program, we will see something that's called digital logic, all right? And using words. That's the good part of it, right? See, we're using words here. We use an and, we use an or, we use an or not. We're probably not going to use this gate right here because you only have one input, right? One input and one output. You can do it with mobile. I'm not going to do it right here. Anyway, you can do a bunch of this gate and have a bunch of variables. But anyway, the logic is going to be almost the same. Right? This is a negating gate. This one, not A, not A. In order for B not A is going to be 1, which is going to be not 1. Not 1, which is going to be a 0, right? The purpose of this video is to identify something that's going on, in our, I will say, era. People are trying to be politically correct, right? Which is fine. You can be politically correct, but doesn't make you right, right? That's my understanding. At least a little bit of God give me understanding on His word. The Apostle Paul says everything is convenient for me. It's permissible for me to do it, but not everything is convenient for me to do it. Right? I can think whatever I want, but doesn't make me right. Okay, so and some things are pretty well defined. For example, we have a few weeks ago we had a judge that she was, appearing and for she was being interviewed by a bunch of people, right? Senators and all this stuff, right? For the Supreme Court. And I guess her name is Jackson Brown, I guess. Or Brown Jackson, I don't know. Whatever. I guess the name doesn't really, okay. She was asked a question by one of the senators. can you define the word woman? She say, no, I can't. I cannot define the word because I am not a biologist, right? Interesting. I am not a biologist. That's why I cannot define that word. Interesting, because if I ask my 12-year-old right now, probably she will be able to define that word pretty good for me. But anyway, I'm not gonna go into much in this stuff, you know. I'm gonna show you the logic, right? When God created man and woman, or male and female, he said, the Bible said, male and female, God created them. Male and female. God actually picked many different words, right? Digital logic was not back then, so there was not something that these people thought about it and wrote it because the word "and" is going to be is going to have eventually is going to, you know, right now we have a digital logic and it's one of the gates. So people that look like to do reasoning and logic, they are going to have this contradiction here. We're not going to use the word "and," we use the word "or" whatever. But digital logic in logic gate was not there back then. That's what the point I'm trying to make. Okay, interesting. So there's a big difference between man and woman. There's a big difference, right? Man has different body structure. Man can, you know, lift heavier things sometimes and have a more like endurance and all that stuff, right? It can go on and on and on, right? Fine. Women can give birth easily, right? Because God designed them that way. Men cannot give a birth, right? Cannot. I'm sorry. That's, you know, for some people those people that want to get their feeling hurt so much about this, there's nothing else I can say about it. It's just basically what I'm trying to say is God defines something, right? Male and female, right? Pretty well defined, right? Those human beings that he created after the fall of Adam. I'm sorry, before in the creation, after he created everything, right? He said, "Let us make men and let us make men," right? Well, we go to Genesis 1:27. Genesis 1:27 says, "Male and female, God created them." Okay, so let's do a little thing right here. So this woman was asked, said, his reply was that she cannot define a word women. No, it's too hard for her, right? She knows. You know what? The Bible said that hypocrites will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Period, right? She knows. The only thing that she didn't want to go to that route because she knows that, it's going to be, she doesn't know at all, right? Cannot define. She's not a biologist. That's why you cannot define the word woman. Okay. Interesting. But anyway, I'm not going to go that route too much, right? So let's do something right here, right? So let's focus on these two gates. right? These two gates because they have a combination of A and B, all right? So we have a combination of A and B, and we can do something with it, right? So this is called an AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. We will focus on these two, mainly in this one. This one, I just want to prove it that God did not mention this one in the Bible. He did not say male or female created. Male or female. No. Male or female. No, it's male and female. He said male or female can be interchanging, right? Or either or, right? But God did not say that. Anyway, I'm not gonna. It's just nonsense, right? To go and again this people trying to no, it's nonsensical, right? So, anyway, okay, let's do it. All right, so let's make it 2 little tables here, right? So let's make this 2 little tables, and let's do the AND gate. AND gate, right? So here we have what? We have A and B. And let's say that we have some function S or F here, F. Right? Interestingly enough, the Bible said, and I'm sorry, but it's kind of hard for me to stay out of this. Go and multiply. I want the command he gave us. Go and multiply. Mathematically, can you multiply anything by 0 and you get a result? Try in a calculator. I have not found a calculator that can do it yet. If you multiply 0 factorial, because 0 factorial is 1, but you take the 0 factorial, multiply by 0, and it's going to give you another 0. The only thing that gives you is 0 factorial. But that's it. But you do a mathematical operation, you cannot find anything that multiplied 1 times 0 or whatever number times 0 and you get a number. No. Okay, but anyway, and I cannot just, okay, let's do this way. Okay, so the AND gate is defined by the multiplication. Now you can think about multiplication, right? So here we do 0, 1, 1, and 0. And if I n AB and n is equal to 0 and A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, I get 0. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 0, equal 0. The only way that this is equal to something or 1 is going to be if A is 1 and B is 1, then is equal to 1. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so with that being said, let's do the OR gate. OR gate. Right? So let's do A, B. Let's do F, like a function, right? Okay, and I forgot to do it right here. So F is technically A and B like that. It's like a multiplication, like I told you, right? And here, F equal to A plus Okay. So, okay. So here I get 0. And I put 1. This is going to be equal to 1, right? Why? Because the sum, we summed A and B, which 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. Right? If I go 1 and 0, that is also equal to 1. And this is 1 and 1, and it's equal to 1. Oh, okay. But the only way that this does not equal is if this is equal to 0. If A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, then A or B is equal to 0. If you sum nothing, right? Right? Okay, but what I'm trying to say is, let me just clear this up here. Let me add another row. 0, 0 is equal to 0. And then 0, 1 is equal to 1. And then 1, 0 is 1. 1, 1 is 1. Alright? 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Alright? Or A or 0 or 0 is equal to 0. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? So this, God did not mention the word or in the Bible. No, it said and, male and female created them, right? Okay, so with that being said, we will focus on the programming. We will focus on this. We will not focus on this. I'm just trying to prove it. This can be interchanged. But then just the numbers can be interchanged. If you put a male and a female, but male is equal to 0, male is equal to 0, right? And the female is equal to 1, and then you interchange them, well, that's the only way, but God did not mention that in the Bible. God mentioned N. The combination of the two. The word N is a combination of the two. Not a combination of the two when they can be interchanged with different values. You get the same thing. No. Right? Okay, so with that being said, let's go to Visual Studio real quick. Visual Studio. And let's do create a new project. And let's do next C++ selected. Let's go and do name of the project. Name it like that. Create. Okay, so with that being said, we have Visual Studio here. Then when Visual Studio is open, we got a project. We got to add new item. All right, that's CPP. Click add. And here we can do something. You just so this program output the result, enter, you can put anything right here. This is just entered by the user, right? Okay, we can say include, right? And we go here, and then it's going to be here, it's going to be iOS trim, right? So now we can do here basically to say using name space std, right? Int main, and we open bracket, right? We open bracket, and we do what? We do here, we do declare of object. Okay, so here we can declare, we can put mail, right? And we have to put int. Oh, you can put double too, it doesn't matter. Put int, yeah, so int female, and we can put result. Actually, we don't even have to put result. No, we don't even have to. We're not doing here some like mathematical operations. It's just it's basic logic. Okay, but anyway. So this is what happened here. So I will do, okay, so cin, right? We do cin, and we do something like that, and we call mail, right? And we can put cin again, and we can put female, and then here we can put whatever we do, right? So there's a few ways that we can do this, right? But I will just do, okay, I will just do the more basic one because again, okay, so I will do this, right? So here we can say it, cout, and then we can put a quotation mark like that, and we can say enter a number, enter a number greater than 0 if you are a male. A male, right? And we do and a line here. All right, so here I'm missing for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but all right, so okay. So then and then actually let me just do it like this. Right, put it right there, and just copy and paste this, and then put it here to make it quick, and change this female. Okay. Okay, so now let's do something. All right. So then we can say if a statement, if right, if I'm gonna go ahead and put the brackets here. If male n, right? So basically, remember what I showed you in the little symbol that was AND gate? This is an AND gate in software. This is an AND gate in C++. So here, if male and female, right? N female, which is the number that would be entered here, is greater than 0, right? Then right, is greater than 0, which is going to be, if it's greater than 0, then, right? But if it's not 0, right? Okay. If it's not greater than 0, then it's going to be something else, right? So, okay, so if it's greater than 0, right? Or you can say even like this. We get greater or equal to 0, but what's going on is it's not equal to 1. So either way, it's not gonna do anything, right? So I will say C out is equal to, and then, well, C out is going to say it's going to output something like this. So I'm going, I can, can say it, yes. Yes, male. And female. Can procreate. Oops. It's an R. Okay. And I put N in the line. Semicolon. Okay, now if this is not the case, then we can say else. Else else can set C out male C out male if actually, you know what? I can change it to greater than 0 because I'm using an integer just to have it like. Okay, so right. Because if I put 0.5, let's say that you put 0.5, it's not gonna work because I am using integer values, right? So I am using the data type integer. Okay, so I'm sorry if the values if the values you enter if the values you enter are not okay for both male and female is not greater than 1. Greater than 1. Cannot procreate, right? Oops, cannot procreate, right? So here you get rid of this, right? So here I can say end that line. And a line, enter, semicolon, right? And all I need right here is basically return all. Right. So and okay, so let's run this program and see what it does. Right. So let's start without debugging. Okay, 1. One. Right. Okay, so male and female can procreate, right? No problem, right? So here what I can do, enter okay, enter any number. Enter a number greater than, I can say it here. I can say enter any number, enter a number, enter a number, enter one, enter a number, right? One, enter a number, one. Okay, so enter a number, one. I can put it like this too. Actually, no, I cannot. It doesn't let me. It doesn't allow me. Okay, so I can put one, right? Enter the number one or greater, right? Enter a number. Enter a number, right? Or greater, right? Enter a number one or greater, right? Enter a number one, one, yes, okay, one or greater, right? Enter a number, right? One or greater if you're a male, all right? Okay, so let's say, for example, that I decide to enter different numbers, right? Okay, so I think, okay, so let's do this quick. Okay, enter a number, one or greater if you are a male, right? So let's say if I do 0, right? And then I do for a female, I do 0, right? Well, all right, so see what it says, all right? So here, because okay, so here, in this case, it's going to say 0, 1. I'm sorry, if the values you enter for both male and female is not greater than 1, right? Cannot procreate. Well, I procreate, I put in there because it's just, this when you're using this as strings. Hold on. Okay, so let me just make a little more space in there. This Procreate. Right, so okay, so well, you have an idea, right? The idea is not too much about the the English and the spelling check and stuff like that. When you write it, when you're doing this stuff, for some reason it's okay. So let's do this 0. Welcome to 1 and 0. Right. So, all right. Sorry if the values you enter for both male and female are not, is not created, then one cannot procreate, right? Sorry, cannot procreate, right? Or here, I can easily say, instead of saying all this stuff, I mean, you can. The logic here is to prove it that this doesn't work, right? So the logic doesn't work. So here, right? 0, 0, right? Sorry, inappropriate, right? And so this, okay, so this is what happens. So what is going on here, right? If we can prove logically using this type of logic, right, and using the human being reasoning too, that we actually grow up in this planet with, the just life, you know, the experience of life. You don't even have to go to school for this. Go to college, get a college degree, understand the basic of life, like in general, like male and male, the different, to know the difference between a man and a woman. I guess, I don't know. I guess she cannot define the word women. I guess she cannot define the word man either. Pretty interesting, isn't it? So I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to pop in my. I guess it's not important for her, right? I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this is something to think about, guys. This is something to think about it, and stuff that we are actually going through right now. And if we have a person in the White House, in the highest court of the United States, and she cannot define the word woman, what is going on? Right? It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm not gonna say any more about it. Doesn't, you know. Anyway, that's it, guys. Maybe this video is not the one that you expected, right? Sorry, you can give me a like if you want to, or dislike if you don't want, if you don't like to, if you want to do. If you don't like the video, you can give me a dislike or a like, right? Either of the two. For me, either way is fine, okay? Because again, I'm not trying to. The Bible said that through grace we receive, and through grace we will give, right? And this is my goal in this channel, to give, right? To give what I already received, which is, you know, some little bit of knowledge that God gave me, God provide for me, right? So yeah. So basically that's it, guys. This is the video for today. I hope you enjoy it, and again, until next time.